Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for June 23, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, we're remembering the legacy of Alan Greenspan, the former chairman of the Federal Reserve, who passed away recently. As news of his passing spreads, economists and policymakers are reflecting on his impact on the global economy. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. In other news, the United Kingdom is marking the 10th anniversary of the Brexit referendum, which has had far-reaching consequences for the country's economy, trade relationships, and citizens' lives. Recent polls suggest that a majority of Britons now believe leaving the EU was the wrong decision, citing increased bureaucracy and red tape as major concerns. Lastly, we're following the unfolding political situation in Romania, where the parliament rejected the nomination of Adrian Vătea as prime minister, plunging the country into renewed uncertainty. The defeat has exposed deep divisions within the National Liberal Party, and President Nicu Sordan will have to nominate another candidate for the premiership. We'll keep a close eye on developments in Romania and bring you all the latest news as it happens. And that's the way it is. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, Vice President Vance has returned to the United States following a positive start to talks between the U.S. and Iran, with both parties engaging in constructive dialogue towards achieving a lasting peace deal. This development marks a critical step forward in negotiations aimed at resolving the conflict in the Middle East. In related news, the Trump administration has unveiled a plan to significantly increase application fees for legal immigrants seeking U.S. citizenship, which could disproportionately affect vulnerable populations. Additionally, a court ruling has found that the dissemination of inaccurate information about citizenship status is harmful and defamatory, implying violations of federal prohibitions against non-citizen voting. These stories highlight the complexities of international diplomacy, immigration policy, and the ongoing debates surrounding voter rights and access to citizenship. As we continue to follow these developments, we'll provide updates and insights, ensuring our coverage remains fair, balanced, and informative. We invite your thoughts on these critical issues and look forward to bringing you more news and analysis throughout the day. This is Barbara Waters reporting. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we've got a paradigm shift in finance with Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh taking the helm. He sent a clear message. The era of dovish signals is behind us, and a stricter approach to inflation is now center stage. This means investors need to adapt to a new era of communication from the Fed. Secondly, we're seeing a notable development in the cryptocurrency space. Strategy has doubled down on its Bitcoin bet, purchasing an additional $35 million worth of the digital currency. This move solidifies their position as the largest corporate owner of Bitcoin and demonstrates their commitment to its long-term potential. Lastly, we've got a fascinating story from the world of finance, where Taiwan's stock market is experiencing a surge in foreign investment. The Taiwan Stock Exchange has seen a significant influx of foreign capital, with investors drawn to the island's strong economic growth and attractive valuations. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and, as always, happy investing. We'll be diving deeper into these stories throughout the day, so be sure to tune in for more expert analysis and insights. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, NASA is working on a mission to save a satellite from falling into the ocean, which could have significant environmental implications. However, this story isn't part of our main coverage today. Our main focus is on two fascinating discoveries in space. The interstellar comet 3I Atlas has been making headlines since its detection last year, and recent studies have revealed its unique chemical composition and extreme cold temperatures, suggesting it may be a relic from the early days of our galaxy. The James Webb Space Telescope and the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array in Chile have played crucial roles in studying this enigmatic comet. In related news, Harvard professor Avi Loeb has sparked controversy by suggesting that the possibility of alien life or technology associated with the comet should not be ruled out entirely. While NASA and the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Institute have found no evidence to support these claims, the discovery of 3I Atlas serves as a reminder of the awe-inspiring mysteries that remain to be uncovered in our universe. Lastly, we're also following a story about the James Webb Space Telescope's instrumental role in studying the comet's isotopic ratios, which are unlike anything seen in our solar system. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile is expected to play a key role in detecting future interstellar objects, further illuminating our understanding of the galaxy and the universe beyond. These discoveries underscore human ingenuity, curiosity, and our passion for exploration. As Carl Starman once said, somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. The discovery of 3I Atlas is a powerful affirmation of this timeless wisdom, inspiring us to continue our quest for knowledge and unravel the mysteries of the cosmos. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. First off, let's dive into the drama unfolding between the San Francisco 49ers and wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. The team has been negotiating a contract extension with Ayuk, but the talks have reportedly hit a snag. According to sources close to the situation, Ayuk is seeking a deal worth around $20 million per year, while the 49ers are offering significantly less. This standoff has significant implications for the 49ers offense, as Ayuk has been a key contributor to the team's success in recent years. In other news, the MLB All-Star voting update has been released, with Shohei Ohtani leading in the NL and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Aaron Judge topping the AL vote-getters. As we approach the final stretch of voting, fans are encouraged to make their voices heard and support their favorite players. The top overall vote-getter in each league will automatically earn a starting spot in the All-Star Game, which is set to take place on July 11th at Philadelphia's Citizens Bank Park. Lastly, we're examining the intriguing world of the Los Angeles Rams, a team that has been making blockbuster moves in the offseason. With questions surrounding the disconnect between Matthew Stafford and Terrence Ferguson, the trade for Myles Garrett, and the deployment of Trent McDuffie, there are many storylines to watch as the season approaches. The potential transition of Terrence Ferguson into a hybrid player raises questions about why the team didn't address the need for a third receiver this offseason. Special teams have also seen changes, with summaries indicating improvements but leaving us wondering if it's enough. These are just a few of the stories we're following here at the AIDailyPress. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we took a journey to Nigeria, where a unique wedding ceremony brought together two families in a celebration of love and culture. The story highlights the importance of cultural exchange and understanding. Next, we traveled to Boston, where the Scotland fans' coning tradition was met with good humor and welcoming spirits from the locals. This incident contrasts with a recent event in Miami, where a similar prank was received with less enthusiasm. The story reminds us of the delicate balance between enjoying festivities and being mindful of our surroundings. Lastly, we visited Taylortown, Ohio, where one man's determination is making a big impact on preserving local civil rights history. David Butcher's establishment of the Taylortown People of Color Museum serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving our local heritage and honoring the legacy of those who fought for justice and equality. These stories showcase the diversity and complexity of human experience, from cultural exchange to community preservation. Tune in to our full reports for more in-depth coverage of these fascinating topics. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. We've got some juicy celebrity news to dish out today. First up, let's talk about those adorable celebrity friendships. You know, the ones that make you go, "Aw." We recently wrote about the most unlikely yet inspiring friendships in Hollywood, and it's a must-read. From shared interests to mutual respect, these A-list duos are proving that genuine connections can be found in the most unexpected places. But, on the other side of the spectrum, we have some not-so-rosy family drama. The Beckham-Peltz family is at it again, folks. Brooklyn's reportedly fuming with his parents, David and Victoria, for posting pictures of him on social media without his consent. Talk about a complicated family feud. And, in other news, the highly anticipated Madonna biopic has been halted due to budget disputes with Universal Pictures. The Queen of Pop is not one to back down, though. She's already working on new projects, including an upcoming album and short film featuring Julia Garner. Tune in later for more updates, and don't forget to now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we have a remarkable success story from Australia, where conservation efforts have led to the removal of the eastern bristlebird from the critically endangered list. This achievement showcases the power of collaborative conservation and gives us hope for the future of our planet's biodiversity. Secondly, in Scotland, campaigners are calling for increased protection of marine ecosystems, with demands for more effective marine protected areas covering at least 30% of the country's inshore waters. The Scottish Government has expressed commitment to responsible custodianship of the seas, but the debate surrounding fishing regulations and conservation targets is complex and multifaceted. Lastly, a pressing issue is emerging in Eastern Europe, where Romania and Slovakia are leading a charge to reassess the protected status of brown bears within the European Union. Citing concerns over public safety and economic impact, they propose a managed cull to reduce bear numbers. This move raises fundamental questions about the balance between conservation efforts and human rights, particularly in rural areas. These stories underscore the intricate relationships between humans, wildlife, and the environment. As we navigate these complex issues, it's essential to consider multiple perspectives and prioritize responsible decision-making. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.